Stay tuned. There's a gewaldige podcast. Rabbi Steve Geller does a gewaldige Zach, and that'll be coming out this week. Torah Giants on Chumash. Welcome to the weekly piece on the Parsha from Torah Giants on Chumash, written by Rabbi Rabbi Goodman. Sit back and enjoy.
Welcome to Torah Giants on Chumash. I'm Steve Geller. There are many sources that Chazal have used as being the reason that we were saved from Egypt. We kept our Hebrew names, our language, and our attire. We were about to sink to the 50th level of Tumah. We reviewed and meditated on these and other answers over the years, but with the many interpretations, HaShem himself actually tells us why he performed all those miracles on our behalf. V'higarta levincha biyom hahu lemor, and you shall explain to your children on that day, saying, Ba'avor zeh, because of this, Asa Hashem li b'tzeisi mimitzrayim, Hashem did for me when I went out from Egypt. Rabbi Goodman brings us an explanation of this pasuk from Rav Meir Simcha of Dvinsk through a parable. A man marries off his daughter to a nice young man with pageantry and splendor, and gifting them a fine apartment containing all the necessities of life. His wife rejoiced at the wonderful life her daughter would have. But the husband told her, don't rejoice just yet. Only when the young man will himself begin to pursue a living and strive to care for her himself will I see that these efforts are rewarded. And so it was in our case. Hashem provided us with his miraculous grandeur and splendor, and with all that we were commanded to immediately observe the various mitzvahs of Pesach. The ultimate goal of Am Yisrael was not attained at that time when we were being carried out on wings of eagles, surrounded by the cloud of glory, eating the mun and drinking from the miraculous well. However, once we come to Israel, work and sweat to raise the grain for the matzah and all the other Pesach necessities, and continue to carefully observe these statutes with love, then Hashem will know that his efforts for our exodus were well rewarded. And this is what we mean by Ba'avor zeh. For the sake of this did God properly release me from the bondage of Egypt. Ba'avor zeh, because of this, our eternal observance of the commandments with love that we would do each and every year moving forward. Chazal clarified this one step further by commenting on the phrase, for the sake of this, when matzah and maror lay before you. By leaving out the third crucial element, the Pesach sacrifice, Chazal hinted that the true test will come when we are exiled to the four corners of the earth, persecuted and despised by all nations. If even then we will not neglect to observe the mitzvahs that still apply in Galus, then truly Hashem did well to take us from Egypt and make us his chosen people, who will remain faithful to him until the end of times. And we could argue that this is encoded into our Jewish genes because it's amazing to consider how, over the centuries, secular, non-observant Jews everywhere continued this tradition of the Egyptian Jews by holding on, in one form or another, to certain Jewish rituals. We've even seen in the most recent generations of secular Jews that hold on to the most central commandments, bris milah, Kaddish for a parent, fasting on Yom Kippur, and yes, commemorating the exodus from Egypt with a Passover Seder has always been echoing through the vast majority of Jews. And obviously, Ba'avor zeh, because of this, isn't only speaking of the mitzvahs of Seder night. Ba'avor zeh, because of this, refers to keeping the mitzvahs of the entire Torah. Remember, my friends, this first Pesach night was 50 days before Matan Torah. These were some of the first precious commandments that Hashem gave us. But certainly, Ba'avor zeh, because of this, is speaking about all the mitzvahs we do, all the chesed we do, and all the tzedakah we give. And Ba'avor zeh, because of this, Hashem will bring Mashiach quickly, any day now. Ba'avor zeh. It also includes liking this video, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and of course hitting the share button to paste the link to this video into emails and texts to family and friends. After all, Talmud Torah Keneged Kulam. Learning and spreading Torah is everything.